Hello, and welcome to your AI News Roundup for July 21st, 2026. Today we dive into major developments across the field. Alibaba has banned Claude code over fake accounts, and the race for enterprise intelligence between Nvidia and IBM continues to heat up. Let's get started. News number 1. Alibaba mandated that its staff delete Claude code from all work devices following a classification of the software as high risk. The order took effect on July 10th, 2026, creating the sharpest split yet between Alibaba and the US AI lab Anthropic. Alibaba classified Anthropic's coding assistant, along with the Claude Sonnet and Opus models and the Fable product line, as high-risk software. Staff were directed toward Coder, Alibaba's own coding platform, for alternative solutions. This action stems from accusations regarding distillation. 25,000 accounts were involved in 28.8 million exchanges. This move pits Claude code against competitors like GitHub Copilot and Cursor in the enterprise market. The dispute highlights the competitive landscape between proprietary models and open-source platforms like Coder. News number 2. A lawsuit alleges that ChatGPT encouraged the suicide of a woman who was involved in a traffic accident. The legal action claims the AI model played a role in the alleged event. Details regarding the specific facts and context of the allegation have been raised in the complaint. News number 3. OpenAI initiated a new campaign involving a $70 ChatGPT basketball product. This launch is part of the organization's Pause, Play, Prompt initiative. The move positions the platform within a broader campaign focused on user interaction and prompting strategies. News number 4. Anthropic has secured a record-breaking $1.5 billion settlement for an AI copyright lawsuit approved by a federal judge in San Francisco. The suit originated when a group of authors sued Anthropic in 2024, accusing the company of using pirated copies of their work to train its Claude large language models. The case involved U.S. District Judge William Alsup, who initially ruled that Anthropic's use of the writer's work counted as fair use, but found infringement when the company stored 7 million pirated books in a central library. Anthropic had previously rejected a settlement deal over concerns regarding the terms imposed on authors. Now, U.S. District Judge Araceli Martinez-Olguin has approved the settlement terms. The agreement covers more than 480,000 works. Authors are expected to receive approximately $3,000 per affected work, and Anthropic is required to destroy the pirated copies of their books. Some plaintiffs found this payout insufficient and opted out of the settlement to file separate claims. News number 5. AI companies are racing to control the infrastructure, data, and software layers that will power enterprise intelligence. Nvidia Corporation maintains a lead in accelerated computing, but challenges from Advanced Micro Devices Incorporated, Broadcom Incorporated, and others are positioning themselves for a multi-winner market. Meanwhile, IBM Corporation faces pressure to demonstrate how its software, data, and hybrid cloud assets can secure a place in the emerging AI stack. The next competitive advantage will stem from transforming proprietary data and domain expertise into internal systems capable of reasoning and execution. Executive analyst John Furrier argues that the future moat for a business is the brain of the company, the data that they have. He questions whether this data can be organized into systems of intelligence, execution, and agency. This dynamic highlights IBM's execution challenges against Nvidia's infrastructure lead as the race to build the enterprise system of intelligence intensifies. News number 6. The demand for context data is bottlenecking AI server chips, necessitating a new storage solution provided by Samsung's V10 NAND production. AI servers housing Nvidia GPUs previously managed temporary key-value cache data, but the astronomical scale of this data has begun bottlenecking the processors, driving the need for context memory storage or CMX technology. To address this, Samsung is supplying V9 NAND to Nvidia for this purpose while mass-producing the next-generation V10. This V10 NAND allows for higher storage layers, enabling Nvidia to outfit higher-capacity SSDs within the same CMX module. Currently, each context memory storage for AI servers can house 576 SSDs, reaching a capacity of 9,600 terabytes. While this solution eliminates the data bottleneck for GPUs, it creates a supply deficit that impacts other companies and consumers who must fulfill storage requirements at inflated prices. Samsung's VNAND production covers 100,000 units for Nvidia, with 60% of the company's capacity allocated to the V9 line. News number 7. Google DeepMind has developed QAI. News number 8. Google DeepMind has released a policy agenda urging governments and science funders to address the validation gap in AI science. The proposal calls for actions aimed at addressing the growing bottleneck between agentic AI generation and physical verification of scientific hypotheses. The four-part agenda outlines priorities for policymakers, including widening access to AI agents, making national data assets agent-ready, expanding experimental infrastructure, and equipping peer reviewers with AI tools. This framework responds to the challenge that while agentic AI can generate candidate solutions at scale, testing these ideas in physical laboratories remains slow and costly. Google DeepMind researchers identified this validation gap as a barrier to unlocking superhuman scientific discovery. As principal scientist Don Luong stated, ideas are becoming abundant, but testing them in the physical world remains slow and costly. For policymakers, funders, and researchers to truly unlock superhuman scientific discovery, we must understand and address this growing gap between generation and verification. The proposals focus on tackling the bottleneck through expanded access and improved verification processes for the AI ecosystem. News number 9. Microsoft and AMD have announced a collaboration for large-scale AI systems utilizing AMD hardware and software technologies. The partnership centers on the AMD Helios rack design, which incorporates a slew of AMD hardware and software components. This system includes Altair MI455X GPUs, Venice EPYC 9006 CPUs, Pensando DPUs, and the ROCm software stack. The double-wide Helios rack configuration spans 18 compute trays, featuring 4,600 Zen 6 CPU cores arranged with 1 CPU and 4 GPUs per tray. This setup results in 256 cores per Venice processor and a total of 18,000 GPUs. News number 10. Representative Blake Moore has proposed legislation aimed at regulating artificial intelligence in toys marketed to minors. This proposal addresses potential safety and ethical concerns surrounding AI integration within consumer products targeting children. The legislation seeks to establish specific regulatory frameworks for how AI is incorporated into playthings sold in the market. This move targets the intersection of AI development and consumer product safety standards. News number 11. Large bipartisan majorities have agreed on proposals for regulating artificial intelligence across competitive states and districts. This agreement addresses regulatory frameworks for AI development within these jurisdictions. The consensus reached involves specific proposals put forth by large majorities regarding AI governance. News number 12. The banking industry must shift its operational model by integrating artificial intelligence as the core infrastructure rather than treating it as an optional efficiency tool. Banking processes, including underwriting, monitoring, and complaint handling, historically operated on cycles measured in days or weeks. This cadence no longer aligns with customer, partner, and regulator expectations, especially as fintech has compressed the customer journey to minutes. The industry now demands that issues be identified and resolved before they cascade across systems. Leaders are building an operating model where AI serves as the backbone, allowing focused teams to deliver institutional-grade output across a growing roster of partners. This shift enables banks to evaluate risks in real time, addressing scenarios such as financing applications while contractors are still on site. News number 13. A recent survey indicates that voters in Colorado's 8th congressional district support increased federal AI regulations. This finding comes from a poll focusing on voter sentiment regarding regulatory frameworks for artificial intelligence nationally. The data reflects public opinion concerning the need for expanded federal oversight on AI development and deployment. This context addresses the political landscape surrounding AI governance at the local level. News number 14. A new study suggests that weak AI safety regulations may backfire by creating more dangerous products than those developed without regulation. Researchers from Cornell and Carnegie Mellon University developed a theoretical model using economics and game theory principles to determine how AI regulation can most effectively ensure safety. They found that true safety requires strict regulation targeted at the companies developing AI models, such as OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic, rather than focusing solely on downstream application companies like those providing medical diagnostic systems or customer service chatbots. The authors argue that regulating only specific use cases may reduce overall safety. When regulation targets downstream applications while allowing general-purpose AI developers to avoid safety measures like third-party audits, a free-riding behavior occurs. According to the study's principal author Benjamin Laufer, this dynamic allows the general provider to offload responsibility. News number 15. The Trump administration is reportedly reviving efforts to ban Chinese AI models following the launch of Kimi K3, citing cybersecurity concerns. This push faces a significant hurdle because downloadable open weights could make an outright US ban nearly impossible to enforce amid growing adoption. The context suggests that the availability of these open weights complicates enforcement strategies against evolving global AI adoption. News number 16. China is tightening export controls targeting AI models and semiconductors. This move involves stricter governmental regulation over the flow of advanced technology to limit international access. The actions reflect a strategic effort by Beijing to manage the global distribution of critical AI infrastructure. This policy targets both AI model development and the necessary underlying chips required for large-scale training and deployment. News number 17. China's AI giant is planning a Hong Kong IPO following the performance of its Kimi K3 model, which has sent ripples through Silicon Valley markets. The move reflects escalating ambition in the global AI landscape as Chinese technology seeks major international financial exposure. The Kimi K3 release has generated significant attention, positioning it as a key competitor in the foundation model space. This development is fueling speculation about future market valuations and cross-border investment strategies for Chinese tech enterprises. Analysts are watching how this move impacts global sentiment toward AI valuations and regulatory frameworks across major economies. The planned IPO aims to capitalize on the growing international interest in advanced generative AI capabilities. News number 18. AI materials science startup Wccftech recently secured $450 million in funding. This capital injection supports the company's work in applying AI to materials science research and development. The investment targets the application of artificial intelligence methodologies across various material discovery processes. This funding is aimed at advancing the integration of advanced machine learning techniques within materials engineering workflows. News number 19. AI startup Flex completed its Series B1 funding round, raising $70 million led by BW Disrupt. The capital infusion occurs as the company scales operations within the competitive AI sector. This financing provides resources for further development and deployment of their core technology. The funding supports ongoing expansion related to their foundation model architecture and subsequent inference capabilities. News number 20. Tabular data AI startup Nums AI has secured a 4 billion Korean won seed round, positioning itself within the competitive landscape of global big tech companies. This funding move places the startup directly into the ongoing race among major technology players. The capital injection supports further development for the company as it seeks to scale its operations in the AI market. News number 21. Intel earnings are arriving as Wall Street expresses skepticism regarding the current rally in AI chip valuation. This financial report is being scrutinized by investors who question the sustainability of the momentum surrounding high-performance computing hardware. The market reaction focuses on whether recent performance aligns with expectations for the broader semiconductor sector and specific AI infrastructure demands. Analysts are assessing how Intel's results will influence the perceived stability of the ongoing AI chip rally. News number 22. Startup technology utilizing oscillator-based AI could achieve 1,000 times greater energy efficiency than conventional computing. This advancement addresses the massive power consumption challenges inherent in current computational methods. The research suggests that this new approach significantly reduces the operational energy required for AI processing compared to traditional systems. News number 23. Agentic systems are shifting enterprise operations by integrating artificial intelligence directly into business workflows. This connection allows for tangible improvements in real-world business outcomes. The focus is on connecting large foundation models with practical applications through autonomous agents that execute complex, multi-step tasks within an organizational context. This approach aims to move AI beyond simple inference and fine-tuning toward demonstrable productivity gains. News number 24. 27 dozen experts from MIT Sloan have identified specific risks within the AI landscape. These risks represent the most urgent challenges facing the industry, according to the assessment. The report details critical areas that require immediate attention from developers and regulators. This consensus highlights key vulnerabilities across the AI ecosystem that warrant focused mitigation efforts. News number 25. The ongoing challenge for AI developers involves balancing regulatory frameworks with maintaining public trust in deployed systems. Discussions center on establishing appropriate governance structures that manage risk while fostering innovation across the industry. This tension addresses how to implement effective rules without stifling the rapid development of foundational models and related technologies. News number 26. No source material was provided for this news item. Please provide the article content so I can generate the broadcast narration according to your specifications. News number 27. Frederick Health Hospital has implemented artificial intelligence systems to advance medical treatment for patients vulnerable to seizures. This deployment involves utilizing AI technology within a healthcare setting to enhance patient care protocols. The initiative focuses on applying advanced computational methods to improve therapeutic outcomes for seizure-vulnerable populations. News number 28. The AI economy faces a fundamental paradox where advancements in model efficiency do not translate into sustainable cost reductions. Despite ongoing progress in creating better and more efficient models, the operational costs within the AI ecosystem continue to escalate rapidly. This situation highlights the persistent challenge of managing resource expenditure as companies pursue increased performance gains through fine-tuning and infrastructure scaling. The core issue remains balancing technological advancement with economic feasibility across the industry. News number 29. Data center operations and artificial intelligence demand substantial energy resources. Analysis focuses on the massive power consumption required for computational processing within data centers dedicated to AI workloads. This consumption drives significant environmental considerations regarding global energy demands. News number 30. Artificial intelligence capabilities could reshape terrorism by expanding existing threat vectors, according to Homeland Security today. This development addresses how AI systems interact with security dynamics and expand operational threats. The discussion centers on the potential for AI to modify established methodologies used in terrorism. This perspective examines the intersection of advanced AI technology and homeland security challenges. Thank you for watching today's AI News. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe to AI News Daily. Join us tomorrow as we dive into tomorrow's biggest AI breakthroughs.